how I turned raking leaves into 300 pounds of cucumbers I gave away this summer. One simple change turned my wimpy garden into a production powerhouse. My garden used to struggle. I couldn't grow hardly enough food just to eat, let alone share. Then I made one change. I stopped throwing away the leaves I used to rake up every fall. Instead, I started using them not as trash, but as treasure. I piled them on the garden bed, and something amazing happened. The soil came alive. My plants exploded. And this year, every time I walked by the cucumbers, I picked a handful, or a bowl full, or an entire basket full. You can do this too. Did you feel that? It's the first day of fall. The leaves are just now starting to come down. And this entire garden journey started with something I was already doing. And if you want to make a big change, you got to change the way you see things. For years, I saw dirt as something you needed to till, add fertilizer to, drop some seeds in, and weed, and weed, and weed. Then I just added some leaves, the ones I was raking up already. And then I saw that dirt transform into soil, living soil, the stuff that's taking care of my plants. You know, this really isn't about cucumbers. It's all about an overabundance. Yes, every garden's going to have some nuances, and every season's going to have some nuances. This year would happen to be cucumbers. Some years it's tomatoes. The weather has a lot to do with it, but when you have deep mulch, your plants are going to do much better than you've ever imagined. And this year, I gave away cucumbers, and tomatoes, and watermelons, and beans, and peppers, and the list goes on. You can only eat so much. You can only can so much. When it starts coming in, and the hardest work you do in a deep mulch garden is harvest, what do you do with it all? We've got a lot of people that really enjoy the fresh vegetables that come out of our garden, and I'm very blessed to share that with them. And I wanted to know why, so I went out looking. Turns out, the ground wants to stay covered. Whether it's got mulch or whether it's got weeds, in nature, leaves fall, covers the ground. Out in the prairie, the grass dies back and covers the ground. But if there's a bare patch, those weeds or the grass or something else is going to take that place. In our garden, we want to promote things we want to eat, so we have a little bit of management we can do. And by putting deep mulch, basically I'm starting with leaves, but I couldn't get enough leaves to cover the entire garden. And that's where mixed mulch came in. I started putting all organics on, and when you plant, you pull that away and it kind of mixes together, thus mixed mulch. But that mulch promotes that life in the soil, which takes care of your plants. But the bottom line is your ground wants to stay covered. And that's how I came up with this. And that's how I turn leaves into lunch. I'm able to give away hundreds of pounds of vegetables every year to people that want to have vegetables with no chemicals. Yeah, I can still see the stripes a little bit, but this tendril's dry, that leaf is dry, and we're gonna get a whole bunch of rain starting tonight, and I don't want this to split. But it also has that dull, kind of dull finish on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that, and we're gonna have some watermelon for lunch. You can do this too. When you rake up your leaves, pile them up on your garden. You'll be amazed at what you get. And remember, if you want to make a big change, change the way you see things. Now I see the soil as a living organism with all that life that we can't see, but it takes care of us. You can do this too. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.